lakad matatag!
Normally. Going to be climbing around, and that's another thing that you've mentioned in the past too, having a hero that forces them to buy detection to make your supports even more poor. And there it is. There's the Stormer invoke.
Just straight up stronger now. I think Silencer's support mainly was buffed a lot, and I think he's quite useful now since you can cancel blink daggers with it as well. The instant damage on the Arcane Curse. We haven't seen too many teams playing it, but I think he's worth picking up.
I wonder if we'll start to see more of him as the
they're bringing down
Beast. Yeah, he's sitting very low, and it's going to be Fishman who gets the first blood. Seeing the power of... You can see the all the mana regen over on Kataomi. He's got himself another Mango, he's got a Clarity. Just going to keep seeing these Stormhammers, I have a feeling, just trying to harass as much as possible. Bottom lane, we do land a hook onto Miposhka. We're just going to run him down.
That's 2 kills right now. The kills over for Pudge early game are quite impactful, because if you get a lot of kills early, you get those Flesh Heap stacks retroactively, which is really nice.
They like hard mode, you know? It's like people who play Dark Souls. They like a challenge.
It's true.
And the bullying on Miposhka. Look at Pierre, he's looking for a hook. But he's gonna just turn his attention back, and the Sunstrike comes in! Boop! There goes Miposhka. No collapse! Taking a decent amount of damage from Pure and Fishman. Need to be careful with those boars.
Yeah, that was really well set up as well. Fishman doing all the hard work there. They threaten with the hook, and that removes a lot of options for...
Cry. A little bit of armor. Gonna shuffle that courier out of the way too, as now Mira. Stormhammer gets thrown out with the Sunstrike. But
missing.
Not enough damage here as Toby chases, but Yatro going to fight back, and Kataomi has to be careful. He might... No, he's gonna barely survive that on 24 HP.
Yeah, the creeps coming in and tanking so much of it.
He's got an Impale ready. He's looking for it. It's gonna land over onto Toby. Couple more hits should do the trick. There it is.
That's despite Carapace. He's just taunting Sven now as well. Mira, he's completely fine. This is what we expect to see more though on top lane, that the Lifesteer should be taking over. Bottom, Beastmaster in trouble.
Collapse. He is very dead. Fishman not looking too healthy though, because they do have the Centaur creep, so we'll get a trade in that lane. But of course, you know, Pure very happy. He's got 2 kills under his belt and 1 assist.
Yeah, they have the Centaur creep for now, but yeah, rune control. Both teams bringing 6 heroes to the mid lane.
Front of Tokyo though seeing an opening. The Stormhammer from Kataomi coming in. They'll follow up with the Sunstrike. We'll try to stand off on the distance here. The Warcry over onto Kataomi, trying to give him a little bit more survivability. The Forge Spirit off to the side. You have in the bottom lane, it sounds like Pure was using that Dismember, but not quite enough damage. Fishman joins back in. Pure sitting so low. This creep. Look at this creep go. It's trying to get the final hit on Pure. Over in the corner, though. Collapse also sitting so low. Ends up being the one to fall. Over in the mid lane. Stormer getting jumped on. The Rolling Thunder coming in hot yet again. They will end up losing Stormstorm. Pushka sitting so low. Kataomi making this rotation. Throws out the Stormhammer, but not quite enough damage to finish off anyone.
It is such a volatile laning stage. Everyone dying all over the place. Nobody can really stay alive if the rotations come in. But so far, I would say Spirit are off to a better start. They have more stability in the farm.
Mira, the Yatoro, they'd love to get another kill. Birds will land over onto Mira. Spike Carapace coming into play, but at the same time, not really gonna matter. Yatoro not gonna get hit with that Sunstrike. There's the Dismember going right in. They'll stun lock into place. Toronto Tokyo jumping in, looking to see if he can finish off Toby. Perhaps he does have some walls to bounce off of. Fishman needs to be careful with his positioning. They're just hitting into Toby non-stop, but the hook coming out from Pure, dragging him right back. They have these birds. They're going to be able to go with the stun, and they'll finally kill Toronto Tokyo.
Tries to survive with the Invis, but they had the sentry ready. Beautiful hook there. He could maybe have hooked his teammate to save, but he had a Fishman standing in between. But meanwhile...
Word opens with the Impale. There's going to be the Global Silence, but they do have plenty of damage here. As he throws out the Tornado, he's not going to be able to escape it. Follow up with a nice Curse on top of it over the back lines. Again, Pure finding Miposhka, but Toronto Tokyo rolling on through. We'll be able to keep Miposhka alive a little bit longer. Kataomi coming forward does throw out the Stormhammer, but now Pure, he is not looking like he's going to be able to survive the onslaught coming out from Team Spirit, as they'll jump out from that Infest Bomb and they'll finish off Toby.
Beautiful fight by Team Spirit there. They didn't have the Warcry ready because he TP'd in. Warcry to run over there, but else maybe the Sven could have bailed them out. However,
Next assassin, but yeah, look at this. They creep. Look how fast they're moving away. They show themselves. There's the Infest Bomb immediately jumping over onto Fishman. Fishman, he just doesn't have much for items just yet, so he is going to fall. And they use the Rolling Thunder over onto Kataomi. Toronto Tokyo very far away from the rest of his team. That needs to be a little bit careful because they're going to try to follow up, use the Sunstrike. The bounce back, though, using the Lotus will ensure they get the kill on Kataomi. And now Toby, he has been left behind, is going to try to buy himself a little bit more time by turning himself into that stone form, but they're just waiting so patiently for Toby. And they'll finish him off.
They almost caught Pure as well. They were in the animation of using Beastmaster ulti, but he TP'd out in time. But still, that's 3 heroes going down. They do... But again, these Dominator creeps, they're pushing top with Dominator creeps. Forge Spirits being sent bottom by Stormstormer. Here comes the move though. Team Spirit coming in with the Nyx. On Punch.
Creeping, again, opening with that Spike Carapace. That silence coming out. It's Pure. Gets off the Dismember. The rest of the team standing nearby. The roar comes out. The follow-up. Can they finish up Pure in time, though, is the question. A little bit more damage getting dropped. Yes, they'll be able to take him out, but then Stormstorm finishing up over onto Yatoro. They'll buy back on Pudge. Poshka just chain gunning from such a far distance. We'll be able to finish off Toby as now Kataomi seeing if he can catch anyone here.
Oh, he has Gem on Enchantress would be a big kill.
They managed to go find Maposhka. He's popped the sprites, trying to stay alive, but there's a decent amount of damage as they're chasing after him. As over on the back end, though, they do end up losing Fishman. And Maposhka, again, he's like a little bit like a tank.
The untouchable.
Sure.
They can't hit him.
That untouchable is a real deal. Right, Mira looking for the opening. Will be able to land over onto the Pudge. Another buyback coming out from Fisher. Stormstormer is just taking too much damage.
Oh, no.
My word, Maposhka.
Solo killed Stormstormer. He Hurricane Pike him and killed him.
Enchantress 5. They could not handle it. As Pure now with that Spike Carapace from Mira is causing problems to Maposhka. He's just taking over, it feels like. This guy's dishing out all the impetus. Can they find Kataomi here? No, Kataomi will be able to teleport out. Pure popping the BKB gets the boar, but not going to be able to get anything beyond that. Oh man, Fishman, I believe he bought back during that fight. The dive bomb will be able to secure kill. So they take out the silencer. They are going to have the Pudge up in about 16 seconds, but it's still be a little bit difficult. They'll open up with a EMP Tornado, but they just immediately shrug it off. Entity, though, they get jumped on by Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, he's creating space.
Just pushing them away, absolutely, as they can hit these buildings. They do manage to take another tower. They have all 5 up as, Pure goes in for the hook, manages to go and grab Maposhka. That Lotus Orb coming into play, though, will bounce back over onto Kataomi. They do end up losing Maposhka. Now Mira trying to climb away. They have the vision. They had the Infest Bomb. Yatoro popping out. They've already lost Mira. They'll turn their attention to Kataomi, get a couple of these clicks off. They're silenced. The drag back again from Pure. The nukes are there. The Lotus. All right, they'll be able to take him down the first time. Gem down on the deck, but it's going to pop right back up again. And I don't know if they have. No, they just aren't going to be able to contest now as Yatoro just walks away.
Beautiful hooks by Pure, though, landing multiple there. Doing a backwards hook for style points in the fountain while he's waiting. See if he can land any backwards hook on the enemy in this game as well. Almost 30,000 gold lead right now. Nyx going in.
Gonna make the jump onto Pure immediately. Good force step forward, though. Gonna keep him alive. The Rolling Thunder, though, coming up from Toronto Tokyo, and that's gonna be the BKB popped over on Pure. Throw the Lotus Orb out over onto Toronto Tokyo. Doesn't want to fully hard commit because in the bottom lane, Yatoro is already putting some pressure down. We'll get the Lotus Orb put on himself to bounce back any of these stuns, potentially. The jump forward, though, from Toronto Tokyo just absolutely blows up Fishman, even though he went for the hook to try to save him. Tension placed over onto the tower.
Nice play by Mira, blinking forward, dropping those Warden sentries behind the tower, and then just sitting around to stun whenever someone comes to deward them.
Oh, the jump over onto Kataomi. Casual hook from Pure, hoping, maybe I'll catch something. All these birds, though, they're taking a lot of damage. Nice get Roar over onto Toby, trying to force staff him away, but Toronto Tokyo closing the gap with some help from his friends. They'll be able to get mega creeps, should they want them. The buyback now coming out from Toby, but that is the mega creeps. They do manage to grab Maposhka, so they'll be able to get themselves a consolation prize, but the rest of the side of Spirit On their way out, Pure, they're considering going back in. The Rolling Thunder plus the Lifestealer Bomb jumping over onto Toby. The pop out immediately. It doesn't matter. They have so much right-click damage. They're just ripping them apart. It's a triple kill now for Yatoro. They call GG. Team Spirit just running away with this game with a 37k lead. And they'll pad the stats. They'll get one more kill.
Yeah, like they're gonna go with the Naga Siren.
Select your heroes.
I mean, I've been calling for Naga Siren so much in our casts. Approach to this lane, just always focus the illusions ASAP.
Definitely feels bad if you're Nagas. Let's get stomped over here. A little bit of that slow. Out from Void. The Sunstrike coming in hot. And that's our first blood going over to Toronto, Tokyo.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that he actually is going for the Exort Invoker. Toronto usually plays Quas Wex, but they do have great stuff for the Sunstrikes here. They have the Chrono as well later on, which is very easy to combine into even before you have Cataclysm. So nice to see him playing the Exort. Invoker's gonna stay safe since he had the Vision, but bottom lane, a toss back, using the Wild Wing to throw in the Naga. And he's just losing so much HP.
I mean, that is the issue when you do that, but Stormstormer, oh, he gets tossed right back here by Mira with the Dispose, so be able to grab the Invis Rune and secure the kill. Middle lane though, Kataomi will soak some of this experience since they don't have their mid player up on online right now. Oh, Mira.
He's Invis. Mars coming over. They want to try and kill him.
Nothing like the poop emoji saying, hey, look at this guy over here. This is not looking good for Fishman. He's most likely going to fall.
That goes down quickly, and that is 34 last hits, 10 denial. But overall, the start for all the cores on Team Spirit is just simply better, and they're trying to make a move mid.
Here, of course, with the double damage, spots out Fishman. Get the Dispose. Kataomi, though, jumping in. They might be able to turn this around. Yeah, they'll be able to get the kill on Mira. They will end up losing Fishman. They do duke it out here in the middle lane. They'll put the pressure over onto this Enchantress Street.
Radiant's
Clean up.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Exort Invoker did some damage to the tower as well, but running away. Miposhka has no fear, just walking in on his Enchantress. He was spotted by a ward.
Now he is spotted by much of the team, so Stormhammer, even the TP coming out from Fishman.
Yeah, that's a kill for Naga. Gonna speed up her farm a little bit, and she needed something going her way. It's probably just them being reliant on trying to get Leshrac back into the game. So try to create stacks whenever you can. They have stacked up the Ancients at least. Leshrac can farm Ancients. It's not, you know, super fast like some other heroes.
Okay, the jump
Arena.
over onto Pure, follow up with the Sunstrike. There's just too much damage. That Naga Siren evaporates.
Yeah, and Marcy pairing up with a Kobold Form and Creep. So fast.
I love this creep. A little bit of a tornado being used over on Toby. The follow-up, Mira's here. Be able to work back over onto Toby. Bringing over the spider babies, but there's a deafening blast. Going to be able to disarm. Just need to like 1 or 2 more clicks, and the spear will be able to secure the kill.
We'll probably get some post-TI nerfs, I suspect, but we get to enjoy her in her finest form here.
Smoke does end up getting popped onto Tokyo, and Mira standing nearby. Throw down a meteor. Collapse it.
Oh
Nice
my
blink
God.
forward. Gets 2 into the arena. The hop down. They should be able to finish off Toby here too, but Mira is going to tick down, plus those spiders chomping all over. Oh, but the little seeds. The seeds of Serenity. And the sidekick being able to stay alive a bit more. There's another spear over onto Fishman. He has been left behind. He's hoping he could get denied, but no, Yatro will still be able to get the kill. Going to go for the invasion. Take away the creeps, not allow Pure to hit them. Collapse with that blink, looks for the opening, finds Stormstormer. The BKB comes up for Yatoro, and they'll go and use that Chronosphere. Stop being able to do quite enough damage just yet over here to Stormstormer. They were hoping it'd be a quick pick, but there's Song gets used now as the rest of Team Spirit on the back foot. Poshka is going to get netted. Looks like he's going to end up possibly getting left behind. Wants to see if he can get the denial, but no, they'll still find it. The Stormhammer, oh, collapse landing right next to Mira. This is looking a little scary now. Yatoro trying to slow them down. Nice spear away from Collapse. Will clean up some of these spider babies, but at the end of the day, he is spider baby food. And now
Kataomi is
Mira
catching more.
left behind. There's just too many heroes. That is a beautiful turnaround coming out from the side of Entity. And they get the silence off over Yatro. Nice play here from Toronto Tokyo. A beautiful tornado. Well, they're all in a little line. Will be able to save Yatro.
If he was not there on Toronto, I think that would have been Yatoro going down. He was trying to just stick around to get a Midas and farm one more. Played a lot across many different regions. But I think the first item, Radiance, is the one that I have a big issue with. Going back for its second item, not really my preferred item, but it's, you know, I think it's decent then at least.
Yeah, I've seen him going for the second item Radiance. I haven't seen the first item Radiance, though, very often. But, yeah. Oh, gosh.
Storm
Okay, all right,
Underwood.
there's the opening. They find Stormer. Follow up with a Cataclysm, and he is just gonna just blow up as now Mira on the run. Would love to get their hands over onto Kataomi, but just a little bit too fast. So a nice pickoff going to the side of Team Spirit.
Yeah, that's
And they can
Cataclysm in different drafts even.
Oh, yeah. Very, very popular pickup as you see Yatro. He'll put up with the silence and a net collapse waiting nearby. Trying to be patient. Pops the BKB. Yatro still alive and kicking the turn over onto Kataomi plus the Cataclysm. Will do plenty of damage, but Yatro, he's not looking too healthy. Does pop his own BKB to try to survive Toronto Tokyo, though. Over on the side, dropping the Tornado EMP plus the Meatball over onto Toby. Insatiable hunger, but he just can't munch on anything as they give the clicks down. The song is going to get used by Pure. Looks like they're gonna try to run. Look at that long-range impetus tossed out.
Yeah, these team fights are not going the way that Entity want. They would probably want to try and like get a chance to set up with the song and then follow up with the Jakiro, but we have yet to see it where they're trying to move in, but of course the illusions reveal all of them.
They have a hill troll creep right now. Okay, they're gonna go for a little bit of initiation
Hold
from
the
Toronto
song.
Tokyo, just poking. Yatoro though stuck here on the cliff for the moment. There's the rebound off from Mira. Jumping, and there it is. There's the Chronosphere, but the song coming into play. Still managing to get that Cataclysm off because it wasn't quite over there fast enough. Looks like Mira, though, is going to take a lot of damage. She'll follow up now. Pure stuck in this arena. It's just getting clicked out. It's just so much damage again as they'll chase after Fishman. These impetus going long range. Buyback coming out from Naga. Stormer trying to stay alive. Doesn't have that BKB any longer. Yasuo still having it. He's getting a couple nice bashes, and these impetus again just dishing out damage. Turn back around with the Tornado. The buyback from Stormer. They get Kataomi. Toby just getting clicked down as they're gonna try to teleport back, and Pure is here, Stormer is here. Poposhka looking a little bit scared, but yeah, here we go. Collapse left behind, does have the net on him. It's not looking too great, but on the back lines they find themselves Storm. It's a triple kill now for Yatoro, and now this is looking very scary for Pure because he's gotta go toe to toe, but Toby is doing the damage. They'll still manage to get the kill. Now Toby, RC, oh my god, they can't kill Yatoro. He is just too survivable.
I think they call it on that.
They call GG.
Yeah, that was... Naga got caught out a little bit too deep. She was using the song there to try and let her team kill off the Marcy while she held the rest. But at the end of the song, he just gets immediately arena'd by